that the noise that we're making to start? Like, freaking noise. Hey.
That's it, man.
Okay, hello everyone. Anyone?
Hi guys.
Episode 73. This week
Oh
we do
my
not have
God.
a guest due to some overriding sickness that someone had. That I do have a guest lined up that I've sorted out for next week. However, currently ill off work this week, so not doing it. So it's me and Daniel. Today.
Just us once again.
Once again, we're back.
Here we are.
So we're just gonna come and talk some. Let's go with rubbish. Let's call it rubbish. And nothing else, because that would be rude. I'm just gonna put my phone in. Oh no, hang on.
Trash. If
Dan
you're a bird.
or whatever is trying to do his thing where he tells us what to do, because like he's in charge, and I'm just gonna ignore it for the rest of this hour. So yeah, talk some trash. But not
Talk some
really.
trash.
Hopefully everyone's getting on all right and doing okay.
Because I'm leaning back so much in this chair, it looks like I'm like really, really tiny.
Like small.
Like just my head sticking out.
This one does like a. You need to. Oh, that's not it.
That's actually forward right there.
This one goes like all the way back, so I can like just lie back like. Not that I know how this would ever function as an office chair, like how you could ever do work sitting like this. Like I can't even reach the keys. So yeah, maybe that's what you. Maybe it's when you like get promoted to Dan Machiavelli levels, and you are the boss. You just that your chair's always like that, and you just always.
Just every zoom means like that.
Yeah, like now you're just that guy who was a thumb.
Just like
thumb boy. So yeah, a bunch of stuff has happened this week, but I guess we'll start with the stuff that's not depressing.
Sure, good stuff.
Which would be this Greek athlete carrying a disabled woman up Mount Olympus, fulfilling her lifelong dream.
He smashed it. Yeah, dude. Apparently, he's like ultimate bad boy as well. Like he's done like some. No, like not in a bad way. Like he's like a legend. He did some kind of mad race in Antarctica as well. So
he's not a bad. When you said he's a bad boy, I
he's
thought
a beast.
Like he was.
He's a beast.
Okay, thought he'd been like he was a criminal, and they were just like.
No, he's a good bad boy.
Alright, so
yeah.
They're just saying there, prior to his latest endeavour, he also successfully taken in the view from atop Mount Olympus, highest peak 50 times. So he's quite well versed in climbing this mountain.
Yeah, he says and then he's on his when they're listing his stuff, they're saying that he trekked 168 miles across the Al Mamoon Desert and also took first place in a frigid 93-mile cross-country race in Antarctica. So yeah, he's not afraid. So like
securely harnessed in a specially modified backpack.
Wow.
They had a support team, but I mean, obviously, he'd still carried her the full way up the mountain after just like randomly making friends with her by the looks of it.
That's amazing.
That was her dream, was to climb that mountain, and obviously he's done it like 50 times. So he's just like, hop on, let's go.
Yeah, he seems like a legend, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm always amazed by like the human body's ability to do stuff like that, because just the fact that like I can barely get upstairs, the fact that someone's climbing like a mountain with someone on the back, it's just insane to me.
Yeah, I mean, even just climbing it, just with a bag, like maybe just some water and like a minimal amount of food would be bad enough, I'd imagine. Not great.
Yeah, man. I know. I was on like the little mini mountains, I guess, in the lakes, and I was like, dude, this is pretty scary. This like, yeah, exactly. So actually, you can't die doing this. This is pretty great.
If you slip and fall, that could be it. It could be over.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, these have got helmets and stuff on, like.
Fair.
And an 8-man support team, so I think they might be better placed to.
Helmet's not going to help you though, is it? If you fall like 100 foot, you
just depends how hard your head is, I suppose.
Just got your head first.
Yeah. You just got like a big stone slab as a head, like Harry Maguire. You might be all right.
There you go. Yeah, true.
Other than that, you probs dead. So the other one was about a blind seal. So
yes,
a decade-long friendship between a fisherman, and a blind seal.
Yeah, it's the R&B singer.
Yeah, seal. I've got a picture somewhere of just his head on a seal. He's not blind though, unfortunately.
No, yeah, fortunately. So yeah, it's another really cool thing I saw, and it's just he was saying it's from the Isle of Man, this guy, and he was saying that for 10 years, obviously, he was saying that the seals came up and got food and stuff, and he said that he's had to look after it even more recently because obviously it's getting a bit older now.
Yeah, so he's named it Shauna. Oh, for God's sake, you shouldn't name it. You get attached.
Shauna the seal.
We'll spend her afternoons following one of Nicholas's 3 boats around the bay, enjoying 2 or 3 mackerel a day. The dad aforesaid, when she was just a little pup, she'd appeared and we'd always feed her, and she became so confident and comfortable around us. I don't think we'd go a single morning without her coming to say hello. Now, how long? What's the lifespan of a seal?
Who knows?
Let's find out. Because like 25 to 30 years. Okay, that's fine.
The problem is though,
it's gonna have a real sad end.
It's like it's heartwarming, right? But the only issue is that I think the seal will start to become reliant on them. Yeah. So like if they're not there, it's not going to be able to get food for itself, maybe because it's always associated it with that player.
I think one's all right. Like you get away with just one. It's if all the seals start coming back, then
it's so cute though.
There's a little video of if she just there she is, man.
Oh, it is adorable, like.
But like that seal's gonna die at some point. That's what. As soon as I read it, I was like, oh no, you've attached yourself to this seal, and it's either gonna nick off or it's gonna die, and it's gonna be really sad.
That's so cute, man. They're like amphibian dogs.
Yeah. Although I did see a video once. You've probably seen it. It's like that lass is sitting on the jetty, and it it creeps up behind her and grabs her and pulls her in the water.
Oh my god! Is that not a leopard seal? Though?
Possibly.
Because leopard seals are actually super vicious,
carnivorous.
Yeah, well, they kill like a bunch of they kill penguins and stuff in Antarctica, I think.
Oh, good. Yeah, this is it. There, it's a sea lion.
If you type in,
I've just insulted all the seals.
Like leopard seal.
All my homies hate sea lions.
If you put like leopard seal teeth in, then you get a real kind of my god, I haven't seen this before.
Oh, don't freeze now. That's like the main bit. Come on.
Oh, dude.
Oh, we're back.
Oh, no way.
It's like freezing real bad on here. Hang on. It doesn't help that we've got like a 400 iPhones updating in the corner as well.
True.
Not the quality down and see if we can get that. But yeah, so sorry, didn't mean if there's any seals watching, I'm sorry to have given you a bad name and incited like anger and hatred upon the race. It was sea lions all along. I'm not sure what the difference is, and I'm sure someone.
I know, I'm sure there is one, but yeah.
But yeah, so this little girl just sits down and she's just like chilling, and this seal just like, I'm having you, just like rips her into the water.
That's terrifying.
Like for no reason, seemingly. So I don't know what the crack is there.
Oh my god, dude! That's alright. Yeah, wow.
Don't mess with sea lions. I guess is the
must have been really.
You can mess with seals all you want. Yeah. Real nice, good pet. Not good pet, good companion.
But sea lions are bad.
Sea lions, like I say, all my homies hate sea lions. So just don't
they must have been really hungry, right? Like.
It might not have wanted to be here, to be fair. It might have just wanted to like
be a
scare her and be a knob for no reason. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. This guy's like adopted this seal that's decided it wants to be a human. Just chilling.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean there was seals in like the Tyne and stuff not long ago. I think it was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I did actually hear about that. I'm sure
on the beach at Tynemouth or something.
Oh wow!
I think
that's crazy. If you go to what they called Fern Island, or the Fern Islands. If you go to the Fern Islands in Northumberland, right? They have seals there.
Search, but my computer's dying of death. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Fern Islands are a group of islands off the coast of Northumberland, England, and there's between 15 and 20 islands in there. They have what they called what's that little bird? It's puffins. They have puffins. So there's like you can see puffins there, and they've got like a bunch of seals as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And there's no one trying to like randomly club the seals to death because that's a thing that people do for some reason.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. But if you look at the pictures of the puffins, they look absolutely like lushy. There's like so many.
They look like cool. Just chilling, all of them.
I didn't even know we had puffins in England, to be honest. Until I saw it.
I would assume they were Arctic birds, but never mind. Obviously,
the seals. 10 facts about the Fine Island seals. They're like really like fluffy and like hairy.
If you bite into them, they taste like chocolate as well. So it's good. It's all good. So yeah. The other thing I had was that all the cinemas have not all the cinemas, but Cineworld have decided that they can't be bothered to be open anymore because of money and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that, man. Like, what's the deal with that, man?
Well, Cineworld, it was basically the Bond film because you know Christopher Nolan like forced Tenet out because he was like, well, we need to get back to normal and start seeing movies again, and then the makers of James Bond were like, well, the distribution company were like, nah, we're not doing that. So, No Time to Die, I think it was,
That's it, yeah. I'm excited to watch it, actually.
It was supposed to be out earlier in the year, then they postponed it, and then they postponed it again. And then they've pushed it this time to April 2021.
That's when it's going to come out now?
Yeah, so it's ready, edited, and, done. It's like finished and ready to go.
Well, it was done before the pandemic. Even it was done before lockdown. It's like I can't believe it hasn't been leaked yet.
It was pretty much ready to go in like March, I think, or February. Yeah. And I pushed back to April 2021, but they don't want to make a loss on it. That's the thing. So, because Tenet will have made a massive loss, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think it did. I'll probably hate it, Tenet anyway.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, but I have no desire to see it because I don't really want to go to the cinema. Two, it sounds like it's a bad film, so I'm on both scores, not bothered.
That's why I said that bit where Rob Pattinson's character was like, "Oh well, I have got a master's degree in physics." And I was just like, just sets that character up to say like a load of mental stuff now. Yeah, and like that's science exactly words. What. Yeah, now he was like, "Oh,
science words."
He was like, "Well, I can totally justify the plot now with all of this dialogue all the time," and it's just like. And it's just like a not normal conversation that a human would have.
No.
And it's like, I know, I suppose it's a point. It's supposed to be like a kind of fantastical element, the fact that they can like time travel and stuff. But it's like, for me, when you watch a science fiction movie, the appeal to me has never been the fact that it's realistic.
The actual science.
The actual science is not that interesting. What's interesting is like the story. The story's all that matters. It's all that matters. And like it's like and like all of this stuff, like it's
the effect of the technology on the human condition, right? So like how people react to it, and how people respond, and how people use technology and stuff like that. That's like the point of science fiction, not this we're going to explain this like quantum physics. Problem.
Exactly.
Like if I wanted to do that, I would have went and studied it at uni or at college or school, but I didn't because I wasn't bothered.
Yeah, it's just so pretentious, and like it's like what I said to you as well. Like the fact that the sound mixing is so bad, but almost intentionally, so you have to watch it twice.
Yeah,
it's like literally, which is actually infuriating. It's like it's like if you're gonna have a film that is purposefully this complicated, you better make sure that the sound mixing is great, so you can hear the dialogue. There's this one bit right where I'm not like without spoiling anything. Two characters are on a boat, right? And it's crucial dialogue to the story. It's so crucial. And you can't hear a word they're saying because of the boat. And it's like, what's the point of this? It's like, this is, you know what I mean?
But if it was like a student project or someone made it, that would be the first thing you'd be saying. You'd be, you're going to get mocked down because you can't hear what the characters are saying. But yeah, so Tenet, they rushed that out. But then obviously this delay to the Bond movie. Universal it is. They delayed it and they were like, we're not releasing it till April 2021. Cineworld basically, I think we're already clinging on because there was no movies to come out. What just said, well look, we're not going to be open because it's pointless. No one's coming to say anything because it's now out. I am surprised they didn't hang on until Halloween because I feel like they could have made at least a little bit of money by screening old films.
I don't understand why they don't.
It seems like an easy hit.
No brainer. That's what a lot of other places are doing. Like Odeon's doing.
Screening old stuff.
Yeah, like obviously Bill and Ted's came out.
Yeah.
So Odeon was screening Excellent Adventure as well.
Yeah.
And Bogus Journey. Yeah, and then obviously there's Face the Music as well.
I mean, there's
I
don't know how it works. Like for them buying it and stuff, but like the new Borat's coming out on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, surely the cinemas could screen that.
yeah.
I know a few of them be
Well,
on about screening football games, but I was thinking, well, what's the point in packing out a pick the cinema when you could just let the fans back in the stadium? Like,
yeah.
it doesn't make.
I know it doesn't make sense, does it?
Indoors inside a cinema to watch the match. Surely you can go to the match. Like, it doesn't make sense.
It's like at that point, yeah, you might as well just let people in the stadium if you're gonna let people, because it's stadiums outdoors, isn't it?
Exactly,
So,
it's worse. It's arguably worse because you put them in a confined space.
I know.
It's just mad.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, don't understand that one. But yeah, I think Cineworld basically said they might wrap up for a little while here and they might be forced to close in America. Because apparently they've got 546 theatres in America as well, in the US.
I wonder how
it's temporary.
audience.
It's a temporary thing until there's more films on, so I can't see them being closed for good.
I wonder how audience faring, because I think they haven't announced anything about like.
I don't know actually. I think they're all right. I think they are. That they're doing like loads of different stuff, like they're putting on old films and that. And
yeah.
I'll see what's on. I'm just going to quickly look. But I think the thing that they'll get away with is they own all the cinemas, so they're probably not paying rent. Like the likes of Cineworld and Odeon and that. I'd imagine their overheads, if they just close down, shut everything down, will drop to virtually nothing.
Yeah.
So that's why they'll be able to like temporarily close and come back when there are films on. Whereas like if you're renting somewhere as a business and you're not open, you're losing money. But I don't think these will be.
What's coming out, man? Is there anything?
I'm trying to click on what's on because I don't know if anything's on at all. Tenet. Oh god. Yeah, just a bunch of horrible movies and Tenet. Cats and Dogs, Paws Unite. After We Collided, The Elfkins. There you go.
Don't know any of them.
Not a lot of good stuff, to be honest. But yeah, I think there's some like drive-through pop-up cinemas happening over the Halloween. I'll be very surprised if the actual cinemas don't cash in and do like some back-to-back screenings of like Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street and
have to. Like I said, Tyneside usually does stuff like that.
Tyneside shut, I think, at the minute. I think they're still
closed. They're not open at the moment. No, I don't think so. But because they usually do like all-nighters and stuff. They'll do like it'll be like a couple of pound a movie, and they'll do like an all-nighter of like Halloween, Friday the 13th, and all of the classic kind of horror movies, Scream or something like that.
Take it for granted not having the pictures, because it is good just to go. Like
I know. You do really,
It's a shame there's no more like what Tyneside do, where they screen old films. Like it's few and far between.
Because there's not that many indie cinemas in the north. Like I think that's the only one I can think of.
It's the only one I can think of that does the screenings that it used to do, like of older films. Like Dan was saying, you went to see Dawn of the Dead. I can't remember if he said he's seen it on like film.
But that's the thing as well. They're definitely the only one I can think of in the northeast that does actual film screenings, like not digital film projections. Because I saw Punch Drunk Love, the Paul Thomas Anderson film with Adam Sandler. I saw that in 35mm.
Yeah, awesome. Like actual really film reel rather than
actual film
digital projection.
I've seen a couple of films in film there.
Yeah,
great.
I honestly, off the top of my head, in the northeast, like can't think of another cinema that does anything close to what they do, which is a shame. Especially at the minute, like it's a catch-22 because obviously you can't have that many people in. But like, someone somewhere must have a back catalogue of loads of old movies that can stream for like screen for like a relatively cheap cost. You'd imagine.
There's Everyman Cinema in Newcastle, which sometimes does stuff like that.
Right.
I'm looking at that now. They've got Akira, which is like a great anime movie. They've got that on tomorrow at 5:30. But yeah, so.
Okay. Yeah.
We've got Groundhog Day on as well. So yeah, they were a classic movie. So yeah, they obviously, I think Fight Club shown that week as well. So Everyman Cinema in Newcastle, they do like some indie movies sometimes as well. But it's definitely rarer.
They're screening A Life on Our Planet, which is that new David Attenborough thing.
That'd be kind of good.
Like it's obviously a nature documentary, but I think it's got like a environmental conservation angle.
Yeah, I think I heard about it a bit. Yeah.
But it's on Netflix, so I don't know how. Again, I don't know how stuff like that works. Like, surely the cinemas could just go and screen like things like The Irishman and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Movies that are on like.
Put Netflix on. Just like scroll, like you can see like the guy scrolling through Netflix to find
just
it.
like removing his account and all his searches.
Yeah.
Like, I know. I haven't been watching that at all. No. You've been watching that?
Yeah.
But I'm sure they could. It would cost them money, like, but I'm pretty sure they could.
No, definitely, man.
Quick catch up. So obviously Amelia's in, and she's saying she's having a bit of a rough time. So I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, I hope you start to feel better, Amelia.
Charlotte was just saying, and then Charlotte followed up with just watch the trailer for The Witches.
Right.
I'm not impressed. I think it's coming out this month on HBO. So God, the streaming services, man. Like there's
It's a joke.
Oh dear me.
Because it's like the whole point. I had this conversation with my mate, right? When initially when Netflix first started, it was awesome because it was like had all of these kind of indie films on, and they didn't have enough money to make original stuff, so they would just get, but they had enough money to get original, to get like licensed like really good content.
Yeah.
So they had like so many films, and it was like that's what it was. It was like a replacement for Blockbuster or something, where it was like all these cool kind of world cinema and art cinema that would be on Netflix. And then they just took all that down and they started to fund all the money in original content, like stand-up and stuff, which is good, some of it, and then making
legally though they had to, I think, like they had to.
Oh, right, fair.
If they want to operate in certain countries, the mandate was you have to create a certain amount of original content produced by companies or individuals from this country.
I feel like I might have actually seen that as well, yeah.
Like they basically passed a law in Europe, I think it was specifically, like in the EU, like you have to do that. Which is fine, but it just leads, like it's slightly annoying as well, because then they label it as a Netflix original when really all they did was put the money up for someone else to go make you something that's class, and then you've took credit for it.
Yeah.
Like a production company's getting completely shafted in recognition because you've just slapped your big horrible like red logo on it, or your Amazon Prime logo on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The appeal to something like Netflix originally was the fact that it was like it's like an alternative to TV as well. Like, you know, obviously you're never going to get stuff like, it's rarer. You're never going to get stuff like live sports on Netflix. So that's TV is always going to have its place for certain stuff. But like,
it's weird though, right? Because Netflix, you're definitely not going to, but Amazon Prime, you do. I was going to say, I remember that. It's strange how they've managed to branch out, because they've got the tennis. Like they've exclusively got the US Open, I think.
That's crazy.
And then they've also got they get like 12 football matches a season or something like that. It's always over Christmas. Like they managed to get the rights for some like games over Christmas and New Year.
The issue with this is that initially it was an option that was like cheaper than
like terrestrial, cable TV or Sky.
Yeah, like TV or Sky, but then now it's going to become just as expensive as that, because it's like this, like, okay, I want to watch this program, but you can only watch it on Netflix. And it's like, well, I don't like anything else that's on Netflix, but I want to watch that program. So what do you do? Is it like, I'm going to get the whole streaming service just to watch this one program? And it's the same with like Amazon or HBO or something. It's like all of this stuff becomes like exclusive to certain networks, and it's like, you know what I mean? What are you actually supposed to do in that chance? It's like you have to literally sign up to the whole service to be able to just watch one.
The thing is, it's even worse in America, because you've got like there's Peacock, which is NBC. Then there's HBO Max. Then there's Hulu. Then there's Disney Plus and Netflix and Amazon Prime, and there's a couple more as well. There's like a few more, and I'm just like, this is a nightmare.
I know.
This is like a living just disaster.
I mean, they really can't blame people for if they're like for pirated stuff, I think, because it's like, I mean, obviously, like I understand that why there would be an odd, but at the same time, it's like, it's ridiculous that there would be like 10, like 12 different streaming networks all showing like, not that much content, because the other companies got certain stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's just it's annoying, man. And then it's even worse because like people like Disney like buy up something like Star Wars or something, so you can only see it on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Aye, it's. I mean, in the UK, you're pretty much on Netflix, Amazon now. TV like sort of scoops up all the stuff that Netflix and Amazon can't get, like
Yeah.
all the HBO shows, like Game of Thrones and stuff. It sort of, and I remember it had Boardwalk Empire as well.
Yeah.
We're pretty lucky in a way though, because like things like iPlayer and ITV Player and
Yeah.
all four are all free, which is
True.
pretty good. Because like, I imagine in America,
They don't have that luxury.
you just have to pay for everything.
That's it, man. Land of freedom.
Aye. But I think there's like, hang on, I'm gonna quickly look it up and see how many there is in the US, because I'm pretty sure there's like 15 or something. Oh, good, 200 plus. That's good. Nice. That can't be right. Surely not. 200. I wonder if that's including like all the news channels and stuff, because like I'm sure like Fox News has its own thing. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I didn't include BT Sports either, and Sky
Yeah,
Sports,
true.
because they're sort of their own streaming thing as well.
They are now, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the thing. You end up paying, like you said, it's yeah, you do it to avoid paying for like cable or Sky, but then you end up paying $7.99 to $8.99 for each of the other ones, and you have to subscribe to 3 or 4 of them anyway. And it's like, how much money am I even saving? Like,
Yeah.
Amazon Prime, certain TV program, you have to find subscriptions. Yeah.
Before it was ridiculous as well before, because I had Netflix, right? And then I gave it to my dad, right? I was like, Dad, you can use my Netflix. And then he was like, okay, is it okay if my girlfriend uses it? I was like, yeah. And then he was like, okay, it's okay, my girlfriend's son uses it. And I was like, what? And then open my girlfriend's daughter uses it. And then it's like I've got like 5 people using my Netflix. It's like, dude, what is going on here? Like, you know what I mean?
Watch Netflix now because everyone's
exactly. It's like, so never again, basically. That was it.
I share it with my mum and dad, and I was sharing Disney Plus with them, but then I cancelled that, and I don't think they even noticed.
Yeah.
So
I cancelled.
Amina's saying she's got Acorn TV. I don't think I've heard of that.
I cancelled my Netflix, and then I forgot to tell my dad that I cancelled it, and he messaged me like a month later, like, "Why is Netflix not working?" I was like, "Oh, I cancelled that."
No reason.
But because it got to the point as well where it's like, I wasn't even using it.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I wouldn't even watch it. And I'm like, I'm literally paying for like 5 people to watch Netflix, but I'm not watching it myself. So it's like, what's the point in this?
The Acorn TV. It's like a collection of a bunch of American, British, and Australian stuff. By the looks of it.
Oh wow! Never even heard of this before. It's interesting, man.
See, different.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, on that subject, so that was the Premier League games. Well, the Premier League announced today that they've proposed a £14.95 price to each individual match if it's not televised. So the normal games will be on Sky or BT or Amazon Prime. But the ones that aren't on there, they'll offer them as a stream, but you have to pay 15 quid to watch them, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Because basically, since when the thing it restarted in June, the Premier League after the lockdown, and every game was on. Then they made every game available. Some of them went on to free-to-air ones like BBC. I think BBC got like 5 games or something. But the Premier League has grown agitated at essentially giving away their product for free, which they're not, because Sky and BT are still paying them. They gave away like 4 or 5 games or something like that. Probably lost a total of like a day's worth of money coming in.
Why it's like during the pandemic and that they're being so stingy. It's unbelievable.
Well, that's what I mean. Like I said to you before, like you can't expect someone to pay £15 per game. Like,
I know.
£15 a month is maybe doable. Like £15 a game is just it's ridiculous, because you can get Now TV for the games that are on Sky.
Yeah.
You can get a full weekend pass of Now TV, which gives you Sky Sports for a weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
That's 10 quid.
And imagine how many games you're going to see with that. They haven't done any kind of research at all into this. They just thought like, yeah, that'll be fair enough.
They're saying that all the money will go directly to the clubs, but like that's not the point. Like the clubs get hundreds of millions a season anyway. Like that 15 quid from the people who buy it's not going to make that much of a difference. It's not going to recoup the money that you'd lose on a match day. and I'd probably argue if you made it a £5, a lot more people would buy it than if you make it 15 quid.
Definitely.
Just alienating half your market. Like it's just straight away you price them out of it.
Exactly. Well, it's something that like football was supposed to be something that was for the working class as well, and well, not just for the working class, but it was like a big part of working class culture. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then it's like you see that like ticket prices to go and see a game are getting more and more expensive, and then also you've got things like this, and it's like, well, what do you actually want people to watch this? It's supposed to be our national sport. You know what I mean? And it's like most people can't afford can't afford 15 quid for a ticket. You know what I mean? So it's like
it's ridiculous. Like you can't.
Ridiculous.
The average ticket is probably about 40 quid, 40 quid, and this is like almost half that. Well, it's half 30, but it's it's like you can't be charging that for a stream that they're gonna watch at home. Like it's just not on.
Exactly. And most people, like I know you probably be able to set it up to your smart TV, but most people are going to be watching it on a tablet or on a laptop. Yeah, and you're paying 15 quid to watch something on a laptop. Are you joking? It's like
no one's gonna do that really. On this one person, like I said before, one person's gonna buy it and stream it to everyone. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's just it's no good. They'll sharp realize it's not a good idea when it all goes wrong and nobody buys it.
Is the comments on the article? Because I bet the comments are hilarious.
I looked, but I couldn't see any because of all the adverts for us to play like these weird games. If I'm over 50 and why I should never buy £5 wine.
Yeah,
sorry, it's a realistic game for men over 45. Whatever that means. Do you know what that means?
Why you should never buy £5 wine.
Yeah. We've also got in the advert. Oh, hang on. Why you should stop drinking £5 supermarket wine. That's 2 adverts about wine. Do you know what's really weird? I bought some wine from Tesco yesterday for for exactly £5 as well.
Wow. And did Solskjaer get sacked yet? I heard they were going to sack him for.
No, not yet.
I heard he's on his way out though, right?
Probably. I think so. I'm not up to date at the minute with a lot of other clubs. Oh, there you go. If you're over 50, this is the game is a must. Like, who pays for these adverts? I'm not clicking on it because I don't want to know, and I'm also not over 50. So.
Wait, it's like spam, isn't it?
Yeah. There's top 10 cheapest electric cars coming to the United Kingdom in 2020. Then there's also Sunderland singles, 5 online dating sites that actually work. So there you go. They actually work. As opposed to the other ones that do nothing. No, the comments aren't enabled on this by the looks of it.
Because there's going to be pure outrage. I bet on the Facebook post though.
No, everyone's going to be going berserk, so they haven't bothered.
Definitely. No, it's ridiculous, man.
But recruitment consultant 25 trashes Ant's Range Rover in drunken wrecking spree. So there you go. There's another spam story for you. Don't think that's true, to be honest. The one that is true, definitely, I can verify. I haven't showed you this one either. I'm going to wait for the thing to load so I can actually read it. The British Army unveils first shotgun-armed drone, which uses AI to take down enemies indoors. So there you go.
Dude, that is we're gonna put literally something off a video game. That.
Well, it's something straight out of Skynet, really. Like, if
it actually is.
It's not great, is it? Let's have a look at this video. I think there's got some weird army dude like introducing it. I think it's just a prototype at the minute. I did a quick search online earlier, and there was like someone had made like a drone themselves. Where it was in America, obviously. They strapped just a handgun to it, and just like they were just remotely shooting this handgun, this pistol in the middle of the woods from a drone. Damn. And I was just like, great, yeah, fabulous.
That sounds so crazy.
Every day we stray further towards like this horrible future where like the government drones are flying around, and if you step out of line, you just get shot.
Well, obviously they've already got like automated drones, don't they? That can like drop bombs and stuff like that. That's
America have like the drone program where it's literally just like you sit down with a joystick at a screen and just like napalm strike a small village in the Middle East somewhere. That's how it goes.
Just in Yemen,
pretty much. But this is like. Is that a picture of it there? Yes, it's just a drone with just like a shotgun barrel on it. This will identify people in urban settings. Indoor flying presents a range of challenges for pilots as drones are susceptible to interference from Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and FM radio.
Could you imagine if you literally just like you were looking and you saw a drone and then you just saw this massive shotgun barrel on it? You'd be like, "What the hell?" But
like, surely, if you were getting like chased by it, it wouldn't take much to like just change direction and like hit it with something, or like literally just catch it. Like it's the drone itself isn't going to weigh very much because they don't weigh very much.
Yeah, if you like hit it with like a baseball bat or
Yeah,
something,
like
it'll probably just like.
I don't know. It's not a good thing. To me, it's not a good thing. Like what I don't want is the military and or police to have armed drones just flying around. Like that doesn't make me feel safer in any way.
It seems crazy, doesn't it?
Like surely someone can hack it, right? Like you can hack
Probably,
anything.
yeah.
Like
You
someone
can hack a car, can't you? You can hack cars.
Someone can literally clone the signal of your car keys and get in it and drive away. Like surely someone can clone the signal of your receiver on your drone, and if it's got a shotgun attached to it, like that's not something you want someone to be able to do. Like,
Exactly.
But I don't know. Maybe if in the future we just fight wars with robots instead, like no humans die.
To be fair,
just like
that would actually be. It's actually a slightly better fought than people dying.
Yeah.
Is the robots dying, and then if it was just literally like whoever's army of robots, whichever
wins,
one
you
lost.
win. You know what? Okay, we surrender. You won.
I'd be much happier with that than actual people losing like this.
Send in the drones, but like we'll get the first wave can have like little bayonets on them.
Yeah.
Little stabby, like Robot Wars. And then the next ones can have like a big hammer and it can just like bang.
It should just be Robot Wars. That
exactly,
should be the way that just like get Craig Charles to commentate it.
But like a mix between Robot Wars and the Hunger Games. So like we pick one person from each country. So like if China and America finally do the dance, they can just elect like one champion from each country.
There you go.
And then just send them across to like build a
like
robot.
Kill-A-Lot and Matilda, and then like you just like.
Or maybe they can build like the big suits out of that big suit movie where they fight the aliens.
No, I haven't seen that, but I know which one you're talking about. Like a mech, like a mech suit.
Yeah, just build a giant mech. That is also a drone. So yeah, drones and shotguns. Don't know why. Do you know what? It sounds like something Elon Musk would do for the sake of it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there already is like a flamethrower drone that already exists that you can actually buy.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Why
don't we get like
sorry, go on, man.
Just like Master Chief kind of suits,
yeah.
and then you could have probably like Halo style kind of soldiers.
Yeah, just like Infinite Space Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, you can buy a flamethrower drone for $1,500. Why you would need that, I don't know, but you can put a gallon of fuel in it and it can shoot flames up to 25 feet.
Imagine just ordering that shop now. Like you can just buy that, like as if that's just going to be okay to like order the house.
It's just like, I mean, how many watch lists do you drop onto when you order a flamethrower drone from the internet? Like, unbelievable, so honestly. I don't get why people do this. Like, why have you done this?
What's the point?
There's a video there just like spewing fire.
Just to burn stuff. Like, is there actually
the burning down trees? Like, why would you show this in a demo video? Like, just go and set a bunch of forest fires? Like, what? What do you mean?
Is there is it like helpful for some reason? Like, there must be.
I mean, like, if you're really cold, I guess.
They do. There's got to be some reason that like you burn certain stuff though, like certain like I don't know, like plants or like I don't know, like if there was like a weed infestation or something. I don't know.
Someone just said I can't see it's for when you get a massive spider in the house and you just need to burn it down and start again.
That's the one.
So their excuse, I'm gonna say excuse for making this drone, because this is they made it and then they were like, hang on a minute, we've got to say why we did this. Yeah. So the TF-19 Wasp is a drone flamethrower attachment designed for remote ignition of aerial and ground targets, bringing new levels of efficiency and manageability to agriculture.
Okay.
So farming, I guess.
Yeah.
When would you ever need to burn a farm down?
What the hell? See, actually, there's times when you do need to burn a tree, I guess.
I assume so.
But it needs to be controlled.
I mean, to be honest, a flying flamethrower doesn't really scream control to me.
No, it looks amazing.
It looks good. It looks like a lot of fun to play with. However,
oh my god, dude. Well, I guess that's one way as well. If you had a wasp's nest and you wanted to just completely incinerate it.
Yeah, I guess. I also guess, yes. I mean, if there was a zombie apocalypse, yeah, I'm all over it. Any other time, not so much.
Dude, look at
There's
the
a
one on the
flamethrower
bottom.
there as well. Like what?
Wow.
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm sure that do use it for some agriculture stuff though. Like I'm sure that there's a purpose beyond like using it for like a zombie apocalypse.
One of the main features of this flamethrower is that it's napalm compatible.
Dude, that is so crazy.
Like, oh god, someone somewhere is getting Vietnam flashbacks. We need to right. We need to change the subject. Yeah, so shotgun drones. Like, wow, there you go. I don't know why. I don't know when. I don't know how. But there you go. They're coming. They're coming.
Gary said starting at $99 a month.
I know. What about exactly affordable as well? Like you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
rain fire on your neighbour and it's not going to break the bank. What do you mean?
To be honest, in like first-person shooting games, I think flamethrowers are always pretty like fun, like to use.
Yeah, until someone shoots the canister and you always blow up.
Oh yeah,
Like,
they always
that's
blow up, don't
the
they? Yeah.
meme.
Definitely.
Shoot the canister and they go boom.
They're always really slow as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the range is like crap too.
But I think I did see something. It was like someone from the MOD put out a response to say like, look, ISIS are using them to do stuff, and we want to have like a counter to it.
Okay.
The shotgun,
the
shotgun one
shotgun
wasn't
one.
it, but I think they were asked why they were looking into drone technology.
Okay,
Apparently,
fair.
like loads of either terrorist cells or like rebels and stuff have been using them to like drop grenades on people and that. So that's obviously not great.
Doesn't surprise me, like.
However, I'd really prefer it if I wasn't walking down to like Subway and I was getting followed by a shotgun drone.
Yeah, it is a bit creepy.
Because like, what happens if someone just reaches up and grabs it and then they've just got a
It's like something of like Judge Dredd or something, isn't it? It's like some like.
It's like something off Overwatch. Like I expected it.
Yeah, it is actually.
It's like someone mashed together Overwatch and Doom and was like, "What?" Can
Yeah,
we do?
definitely.
Let's create a flamethrower drone and also just a shotgun and a bayonet and a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Like.
Cool. Like we're getting to the point of technology where just because you can doesn't mean you should.
No, I know.
Yes,
Dude,
fantastic. But why?
What's that place called again? Boston something.
Boston Dynamics.
Boston Dynamics. The stuff they do is insane, dude.
Yeah, but they're not being like irresponsible with it. They're not setting stuff on fire.
Well, for now they're not, but they could like. How long is it going to be before like the US government or something is like, okay, like that, like bug that you made?
Could you build us like just an army of drones, please? Yeah, sure, why not?
So the Boston Dynamics robot dog is for sale for 75,000.
Yeah,
and it's not a house pet for toy or entertainment. It's a four-legged robot that can walk up to 3 miles an hour, climb terrain, avoid obstacles, see 360 degrees, and perform a number of programmed tasks. So
it's essentially like a robot slave, which is not a great precedent to set because what we know about robots and what they're eventually going to do, they're going to deem humanity unnecessary, wasteful and decadent, and then wipe it out. So good luck. Good luck, everyone. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say on that. In that respect.
And if you want to kind of see any more about that, then check out Stanley Kubrick's Space Odyssey 2001.
Yes.
Where
also
that
Terminator, that'll do.
Yeah, exactly. Terminator is the one as well.
Have you seen the one where it's the Boston Dynamics robots, but someone's dubbed it in like a Scottish accent?
I think so, maybe.
You guys need to search it. I can't show you it because it's got a bunch of swearing in it. But there's the little robot. There's the little fella there.
Yeah.
I think the main selling point of these ones is it's like an all-terrain thing.
That's the thing, isn't it? It can climb up like rocks and stuff like that, which is
they're pretty strong, I think. Like they're pretty. They can move heavy stuff. And they've got like a weird self-righting thing where if they fall over, they like get back up.
Yeah.
It looks a bit like have you ever seen like a newborn deer?
Yes.
It's sort of like a newborn deer when it falls over because it gets all.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure about deers, but I know that giraffes, when they have a baby, it comes out already formed. Like a giraffe baby walks within the first 5 minutes of its life.
I was going to say it's like within an hour, it's like normal, right? It's just like it's never had a problem moving around in its life.
Yeah, like it literally drops out and then it starts walking straight away.
Yeah,
which is pretty crazy because it's like, you know, to think as a human you have to like learn how to walk and stuff.
Yeah, I mean you have to learn how to do a toilet by yourself, and that takes like years.
I know.
Animals can just poo on the ground. Like
I was going to say, animals have the luxury of just being like, see you later.
Just gonna do it here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the dog one. That's the 75k dog one. But Boston Dynamics have a bunch of robots. But if you
Yeah.
remember that FX company, faked one. They did like a fake
Right.
special effects version of it. It was called Chappie. No, it was based on Chappie, the movie. Do you
Oh, okay,
remember?
cool.
And like it kills people. It kills a guy, doesn't it? It shoots him, but it's all fake. And like
Right.
it went viral when it first came out because everyone was panicking. They were like, "Oh my god, it's happening! The uprising!" Like, no.
Pretty good though.
Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, that's Boston Dynamics. Check them out. Check out the Boston Dynamics Scottish accent video.
I'm sure I've seen it. It sounds familiar now you mentioned
They need to leave technology alone. Yes, they do.
it.
I don't think giving robots guns is a great idea. Yeah, to be fair, the main concern with that drone one, the shotgun drone, is it uses AI. So like someone's got to program that, and its target detection is going to be based on a program. And like I think we covered it not long ago, but like facial recognition and things like that have loads of trouble with people with people with really dark skin. So like you could just have a bunch of racist drones flying around shooting people because they get confused. Like it's all
Well, there was a lot of controversy because, like, for the iPhones when they first came out with the face, the face, like you can unlock it with your face.
yeah.
It was like a lot of people, like I think quite a few like Asian people. They would be like it could unlock with like kind of anyone's, like their mate's face could unlock it,
Yeah.
and it's just ridiculous that it wasn't able to pick up their face. You know what I mean?
It's so bad because it's like
It's so bad, right?
You couldn't have messed up in a way that played to like a stereotype anymore.
I know, it's so dumb.
Fuck. Like you didn't even try. But I think, did you see the one on Twitter?
I don't think
People
so.
were uploading like pictures of, it was like they were choosing like someone with really dark skin and someone with really white skin, and they were uploading a photo, but like a photo that Twitter had to crop because it was too tall, and the photo had different faces on, and every time it was picking the white face to be like the one that it showed when it's cropped.
That's so crazy.
I think it basically got it wasn't debunked, but it was sort of explained that the algorithm that it was based on, like the bit of software it was based on, I think, I remember reading it, it was like obviously when you do a facial recognition program, you feed it a bunch of faces, and they have a feeling they only fed it like a certain number of faces, and the higher number of them were I think it ended up being like white men, so it was picking out white men the most because it was a thing it could recognize the most of like the points on faces.
You see, when I don't know if it was
where the problem comes from though, when using facial recognition to identify people, like it's going to make mistakes because it's dependent on the information you give it. So the more faces you feed in of all different colors, shapes, sizes, gender, etc., the more accurate it'll be. But obviously, if someone cuts from corners and doesn't feed it the right amount of data, it's going to be terrible and not work.
Yeah, I found a New York Post article here, and it was Chinese users claim iPhone X face recognition can't tell them apart. Apple is accused of being racist after a Chinese boy was able to unlock his mum's iPhone with his own face.
That's pretty bad.
The bizarre flaw was discovered by a husband who bought his wife the price of a new smartphone.
I mean, you'd be raging, like, to be fair. You wouldn't be funny with it.
No.
Twitter has apologized actually for its racist image cropping.
Well, dude, did you not remember I think it might have been, I don't know if it was a Google AI, but it had like a Twitter account.
Oh,
and
no.
It became racist after like a week or something. It was like, you must have heard about that, right?
No, they made it into like a neo-Nazi, like,
right,
within a week. Like, it was online for a week, and it was started already tweeting about like Hitler was right and all kinds of stuff. Like
it's so insane.
Like, oh my god, how has this happened? But that's the same. It's the same principle. So you feed it enough information, and it will rely on that information, and whatever it's got the most in the database of, it will use it.
Yeah.
It is scary. I mean, they're saying it's like Big Brother. It's definitely constantly being under surveillance. This is why, like, Amazon launched a new thing, and it's like an add-on to the Ring doorbell system.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, let's have a look. I'm sure it was a drone that they added, actually. It has like a drone camera. And it basically, Amazon flying security drone. So it's like, it's part of your doorbell system that monitors the outside of your house. But it's a drone that you can set to fly around your house and do like a sweep.
Wow.
I think it's a prototype at the minute, so I don't think it's ready to go and launch to market. But like,
Yeah.
do you really want an Amazon drone flying around your house? Because the next thing they're going to do is put a shotgun on it to kill intruders, and it's just going to kill you in your sleep. Like,
Yeah.
that's all that's going to happen. I don't want a murder bot in my house.
Well, dude, it feels so much like HAL 2000 from Space Odyssey. It's like,
it is. It's
what
just,
do you mean you don't want to shop at Amazon anymore? it's like
I noticed you've bought a Google speaker there. What are you thinking of doing with that? Like, what do you mean? Nothing. I'm not doing.
Cancelled your Prime membership. Want to think again? It's like,
the shotgun's like touching the barrels on the side of your head. Whoa, just relax yourself there, Alexa. You just chill out.
But it's become so intelligent it makes it look like suicide. It's exactly. It like wipes its like fingerprints.
It calls the police and everything. So there, look, there's the little drone. It just pops out. The advert's really cheesy, like. So the drone like confronts the burglar. Intruder detected. And then you can do like a sweep of your whole house. I imagine you can program a path into it so it knows like which rooms to fly around and it doesn't crash. And then it flies into its little door.
What the hell, dude?
It's called the Ring Always Home Cam. Like everything I see that comes out of like the likes of Amazon, Google, and all, and like the big companies, I assume it's a Black Mirror trailer. Like it really is. Like I'm
that is so crazy. I can't believe I've never seen that before. That's like it's like something from like Splinter Cell or something.
It is. No, honestly, like I feel like I'm watching Black Mirror every time I switch the internet on. Every time I log into like Twitter or Reddit, I'm like, this is just hell. We're in hell.
So crazy, dude.
Yeah. So I think if we can we'll probably call it there, to be honest, mate.
Yeah.
I'll put a link to the survey in the chat. Don't buy any drones with guns on them. Don't burn your house down. And if you see a drone, run away.
Yep.
Run away because the government are coming to get you. No, you'll be fine. Not yet. They're not coming yet. Maybe in a couple of years they'll be coming. We're all right for now.
Yeah.
They'll probably come for me and Daniel before they come for you. So you'll be all right.
Yeah. All good.
I imagine like in a year or so, everyone will you might get to work via drone. Like it might just like scoop you up and sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that, Charlotte. Why would the burglar be doing it in the middle of the day in this like pristine sunshine? Like, what a lovely day to go and break into someone's house.
That's the thing as well. You know, how effective would it be at night? I mean,
well, once it's got like a chainsaw attached to it, probably pretty effective. Like, if you're gonna burgle my house, I'm gonna take your legs off. There you go, sorted.
Yeah.
Aye. So yeah.
Well, it's what Elon Musk said as well about AI. He said like, you know, you can't program AI, you can't program common sense into AI. It's like a difficult thing, you know what I mean? So he was saying like, if you were to tell like a robot like we want to find the most efficient way to get rid of junk mail, and then he says, well, you know, the best way to get rid of junk mail is like to kill everyone, you know, who's got a mailbox or something. So it's like, it's not intuitive in the sense like it doesn't know common sense, you know what I mean? So it's like there are things you need to program into it.
Primary directive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the other problem with that is he's a rich billionaire / supervillain who wants to plug wires into your brain and shoot you off the Mars. So maybe we should. He's a very smart man and he does have a lot of insight into things like this. However, some of his ideas I'm not on board with.
I'd strongly dislike him as a person.
And that as well. He is also a garbage person.
Yeah, I think he's an awful person. But I think that he's definitely a genius who's done some amazing innovations. He's not a good person.
Single-handedly propped up the electric car industry for a few years.
Definitely. So, the stuff he's done with SpaceX and stuff's amazing as well.
Very good.
But he shouldn't
get all the credit because all the like millions of people that work hundreds of thousands of people that have put work into each projects and stuff.
True.
For nurtured it and studied it and helped it, and so yeah, he's a smart guy. He'll do some good stuff. He's done some good stuff. But
true.
I am still convinced he's an alien. So,
well, Mark Zuckerberg's definitely an alien.
Elon sounds too much like an outer space name.
It does. Well, do you want to about his child? Actually, that's an actual outer space name.
Yeah, but his girlfriend's name is Grimes, so I don't know. She just got a goth name, so I don't know.
True.
Know
yeah.
The child might be all right. It might get by.
Who knows?
Might be on Mars in a couple of years. You never know.
Probably.
Or the moon or something.
That's it. Like,
Cool. Right, guys, I'll put a link to the street, this survey even in the chat. If you could fill that in, that would be greatly appreciated. I agree, the world has gone mad, but we'll try and stay sane by hopefully watching some either football or films.
we've not streamed football for 40.95.
Yeah, you can just get your stream pass for $14.95. But you can go and look at. You try and adopt a seal. Try and find
That's
a seal.
it.
Or go for a walk, or
10-year
do some of Rob's exercises.
Yeah.
Get yourself nice and loosened off. Do some yoga.
Loosey goosey.
Try some yoga. Loosey goosey, baby.
That's it, man. That's it. Strong
cool.
bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do some yoga. Try it. Do some stretches. Relax. Breathe. Walk. Eat some ramen. You feel better. Okay, cool. Gonna go.
Yeah. Bye, driver.
Goodbye, everyone. God bless. Bye driver. Bye.